Hi guys, welcome back to Mr. Bob's Classroom episode 9. Oh my goodness, can you believe it? We're at episode 9 already. This is going to be our only video this week. Normally we do 2 videos a week, but we're just doing 1 this week. Mr. Bob had a very busy week this week, so he's only able to do 1. But it's going to be an awesome video. You guys are going to love it, I hope. We are learning this week all about Earth. It is the coolest planet, I think, because I live here. So obviously I think it's the coolest planet. But we're going to learn about what happens inside the Earth. Now, normally when we're in class, we spend a lot of time every day talking about the Earth on Earth Week because there's so much stuff to learn. We could literally shoot 12 videos and it still wouldn't be enough to cover all the cool things that happen on Earth, like oceans and ponds and mountains and deserts and islands and rainforests and regular forests and parks and trees and animals. Wow, there's so much to learn when we talk about Earth. So today we're going to talk about something really cool with Earth, something that I really love. Volcanoes. Yes, we're going to find out how volcanoes are formed, what makes them so hot inside, and what happens when a volcano erupts. Then we're going to make our own volcano and we're going to blow it up. It's going to be cool. It's going to shoot super high into the air and it's going to blow a bunch of stuff out everywhere. And I'm going to show you 2 different ways on how you can make a volcano blow up. Both of them are fun. One oozes out a bunch of lava, and the other one shoots super high into the air. We're going to try them both ways today. I'm going to show you how to do both of them. I'm also going to show you how to make your own volcano at home so that you can do it there as well. Now, unfortunately, we don't have the time to build our own volcano here, but I do have a volcano that I built last year with my class, so we're going to use that one. And you guys can build it at your house too, using the same simple, easy to get materials. And you can make it as big or as small as you want, and you can make it as colorful as you want. It's a lot of fun. So we're going to get started on that in just a minute. Before we do, we're going to do a smaller circle time than usual so that we can get really heavy into all the cool stuff we're going to do today as we learn about Earth. So let's go ahead and start off by putting some names on the board. I need a marker. Oh, there it is. And we are once again using the marker that is black. It is the black marker. That's right. We're going to use the black marker because it tends to show up the best. And I want you guys to all be able to see your names when I write them. So let's get out our bucket and go to our board. And let's see what the first name's going to be. It looks like it's... Now remember, staying with it, we are going to leave the first letter off and see if you guys can still recognize the name. Are you ready? Here we go. It's missing the first letter. What letter do you think it is? That's right, it's Tegan. It's Tegan's name, and she is missing the big T that goes in front of her name. And there it is. Tegan. Tegan is on the board today. Let's see who else we got. We're going to leave the first letter off. Here we go. Whose name do you think that is? Remember, it's missing the first letter. You're right, it's missing the letter J. And when we add the J there, we have Juniper. We have Juniper on the board. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Let's see, the next name is, leaving off the first letter, think that is? That's a tough one. You're right, though. We forgot this letter right here. Now do we know? Yeah, it's Miko. Miko's on the board today. Next one's going to be... Whew, this one might be tough without the first letter, but we're going to try it. You're right. That says Laura. So who do we think it is? You're right. It's Alora. And we are missing the letter E. We're missing the letter E for Alora. Alora's up there right now. And we have another name, which we're going to leave off the first letter. It says share, but we don't have a share in our class, so we must be missing the letter A. We're missing the letter A for Asher. That's right. We have Tegan, Juniper, Miko, Alora, and Asher, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 names. And I know what you're thinking. You're saying, Mr. Bob, but we always put 6 names up on the board. Why do we only have 5? Well, I'll tell you why. Good job counting. Is that I got a special note from one of our friends in a different classroom who said, Mr. Bob, I would really like for you to put my name on the board one day. So I'm going to go ahead and put her name on the board. She is from the 2-year-old room, and she will be in this classroom next year. I'm going to put her name up there. I'm going to spell it all out without leaving out any letters and see if you guys can tell what it says. This is going to be tough for everyone, but let's see. Can you read that? Let's see if we can sound it out. It's got the same beginning as Juniper, so it's Julia. It's Julia! Hi, Julia! Thank you for writing me and asking me to put your name on the board. I love doing that. If anybody else hasn't had a chance to have their name on the board yet, like Julia, and you would like to have your name on the board, you can write me a message right here on YouTube or on Brightwheel, and I will make sure to try to get your name up there. So good job, Julia. We have Tegan, Juniper, Miko, Alora, Asher, and Julia at the... Okay, so, am I missing somebody else? Oh, yes. I always forget about this super cool dude. Boom, 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 boom. Mr. Bob at the TP top. So, who, do you guys remember, is at the bottom of the list? It's Julia. That's right. Good job. Who, other than Mr. Bob, is at the top of the list? It's Tegan. Who is right above Julia? Asher. Who is right below Tegan? Juniper. Good job. Who is above Asher? Directly above him. Who is it? Alora is. Great. And who is in between or in the middle of Juniper and Alora? It's Miko. Miko is the meat of the sandwich today. Ooh, what a tasty sandwich that would be too. I'm getting hungry, so I'm going to stop thinking about sandwiches for a minute. Oh, there's our classroom names on the board today. Tegan, Juniper, Miko, Alora, Asher, Julia, and Mr. Bob. Yay! So, if Julia got into an elevator, she could go all the way up to Tegan, all the way down and pick up Asher, all the way up and pick up Junebug, all the way down and pick up Alora, pick up Miko Suave, and then come up to Mr. Bob, and we can all have a super fun party. It's party time. It's party time. I could actually do that all day, and I probably actually do that all day without even knowing it. But it's fun. Hum a little song in your head and dance to it. It always makes you feel better. I don't think I've ever been upset while humming and dancing. It's really hard to do. Good tip to remember. If you're ever upset or sad, hum a little song in your head and do a little dance. It'll always make you feel better, I think. I hope so. Woo! Well, if we did go to that party, what would you like to bring to it? Oh, that's good stuff. Oh, that would be really fun. I would bring a volcano! Oh my goodness, and it would be huge! And it would be hot. Ooh. And it would be maybe a little bit scary, but I would still bring it, and maybe we could stand off from a distance and watch it erupt. And lava would flow out. That would be a lot of fun, huh? I think it would be a lot of fun too. My brain just can't stop thinking about volcanoes because they're so much fun. We're gonna go ahead though and keep on moving. We're gonna go to our letter this week and read a small little book about it. And then when we're done with that, we'll get right into this whole awesome Earth thing. Are you guys ready? Here we go. I'm gonna have to make some room on my board. So I'm gonna put my letter of the week right here. I'm gonna draw a box for it. So I have a box right there. It's more of a rectangle than a square, but it's still a box. And I'm going to write what our letter is this week. It is this letter right here. Does anybody know what that letter is? It's J! It is! It's the letter J! And it makes the j sound. Like jar. Or jelly bean. Or jellyfish, like we made last week. Or jaybird. Or jam. Or jaguar. That's a good one. You guys could think of some other good J words too, I bet. And do we have anybody in our class that's name begins with the letter J? No, that's not good for it. Oh, well, Juniper begins with J. And, well, Julia, she's on the board. She begins with J. And Jackson begins with J. So there's some J words. What about boop? What about little J? Yeah, with my J book. Let's see. Whoa. What stuff little J found that begins with the letter J? I'm going to scoot in a little closer because I want to hear all of your guys' excellent, beautiful reading skills. So here we go. It says, little J had a box. I will find things that begin with my J sound, he said. I will put them into my sound box. But first, little J put on his jeans and jacket. Now, they might look like pants and a coat, but remember, we're using the J sound today. So, jeans and jacket. I will jump, he said. Boom. He jumped over the box like a jumping jack. Jumping jack. Then he jumped into the box. I am a jack in the box, he said. He jumped up. Little J jumped up a hill. I will jump like Jack and Jill, he said. He jumped down the hill. Then he saw a... What do you think he saw? Let's find out. Whoa! He saw a jack-o'-lantern. Did he put the jack-o'-lantern into his box? Yeah, he did. Then little Jay jumped until he saw... What was it? Whoa! Jackrabbits! He saw lots of jumping jackrabbits. How many did he see? I don't know. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's a lot of jackrabbits. Did he put the jumping jackrabbits into the box with the jack-o'-lantern? He did. Then he jumped until he saw... If you were the jackrabbits, would you like being in there with the jack-o'-lantern? It could be kind of scary. Or maybe they'd eat it. Ah, the Jays cried, Jay, Jay, Jay. Little Jay put them into the box with the jack-o'-lantern and the jackrabbits. Now the box was full. Wow. Do you think that it was light or do you think it was heavy? I think it's probably heavy with all that in there. Little Jay found a Jeep. He put the box with the jackrabbits, Jays, and jack-o'-lantern into the Jeep and drove into the jungle. Ooh. Just then, little Jay saw a jaguar. The jaguar was about to jump on the jackrabbits. Why do you think he wanted to jump on the jackrabbits? What? To eat them? I think you're probably right. He was probably hungry. Little Jay held up the jack-o'-lantern. Uh-oh. Do you think it scared him? And the jaguar jumped away. He was probably scared. Little Jay caught the jaguar. He took him to jail so he could not jump on the jackrabbits. Just then, little Jay saw Jumbo, the jolly elephant. Jumbo is too big for my sound box, he said. I think so. I would never be able to fit an elephant in there. Although when we did the H one, we were able to get a hippo and a helicopter in the box. Whoa! What is that? Little Jay found a jet. A jumbo jet. It was big enough for the animals and everything else. Wow. Little Jay, Jumbo the elephant, jackrabbits, jack-o'-lanterns, Jay, the jacket and jeans. The only thing missing is the jaguar. That's right. And why is the jaguar missing? Where did he go? Oh, he's probably still in jail. You're right. Wow, what a great job you guys did reading this book. And on this last page, we have lots of J words. But these are kind of hard to read. Maybe you guys can help me. Let's see. Does anybody know what this clown is doing? He's juggling. He's a jugular. Good job. Does anybody know what this J word is? It's juice! Excellent! Alright, I'm going to give you 2 more hard ones. What are these? They're jewels! Good job! And this one I know you won't be able to get because it's way too hard. What's this? It does. It says jellyfish. Wow. You guys do such an awesome job of reading. It is, I'm so amazed at how well you guys read. You're doing great jobs. Woo! Well, that was a really fun book. I love hearing you guys read it. I love the letter J. So many cool, fun J words out there. But we're going to take a short break, and when we come back, we're going to dive right on into the earth and find out about volcanoes. See you in a minute. Hi guys, we are back again, and we are talking about this planet right here. Boom! It is our planet Earth, and it is still hanging in our sky with the moon right next to it, and our big old sun over here. Whoa, and all of our other little planets that are hanging out in our classroom with us, like Mars and Jupiter and Saturn back there, and Uranus that looks so pretty, and Venus right behind me. But boom, here we are talking about the Earth. And like I said earlier, wow, there is not enough time to go over all the cool stuff that happens on Earth. But we are going to talk about volcanoes, but before we can do that, we have to find out what happens inside the Earth. Yeah, we need to know how a volcano is formed to know how it works. So I'm going to show you something that will hopefully help you guys figure that out. So inside of our Earth, we have our core, which is in the middle. We have also a mantle and a crust. Now the mantle is broken down into two different things: the inner mantle and the outer mantle. I'm going to show you what I mean here in just a second. Let me turn this camera. It kind of looks something like this. If we opened up our Earth, boom, it would look something like this. We have in the center the core, boop, boop, boop. Then after that is what we call an inner mantle, an outer mantle, and a crust. The crust is on the top. The crust is kind of like what we walk on, like dirt and sand and grass. That's the very top part of the crust. Now, you guys can make something like this at home pretty easily, and you can color it. You can color your core red and your inner mantle yellow and your outer mantle brown and your crust green, however you want to do it. It sometimes helps you remember what our Earth looks like on the inside. Now, I know I'm using a plate here, and I'm using a plate for a reason, because on this layer here, on the outer mantle and the crust, is actually what we like to call plates. Yeah, we call them plates. And the plates are what our oceans and our continents that we live on and the land that we walk on actually sit on top of. They sit on top of these plates. And I'm not sure why they call them plates, but they kind of function just like paper plates would. And they're always moving. Yeah, they move really slowly. Like if you picture taking a normal white paper plate and sticking it on a table, it would take like millions and millions of years before it moved just a little bit, like maybe an inch or two. So it takes a long time for the plates that we live on top of to move. I know that's kind of confusing, so I have put this here so you guys can kind of see what I'm talking about. Here we have these two plates. I'm going to have somebody hold this for me. Can you hold that onto the plates? And when the plates are moving in the underneath us, they move real slowly. But eventually, these plates will hit each other. And when they do they stop moving? They don't. They actually keep moving. And over millions and millions and millions of years, they push up like this. And as they push up, they form a mountain. Yeah, that's why we have mountains, because they push up like this. Push, 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 push. Now, not only do they push up, but they also move away from each other. And when they move away from each other, they make big gorges, big holes, giant holes. So they can move away and make a big hole, or they can move together and make a big mountain. Now, this takes millions and millions of years for this to happen, but they keep pushing and pushing and pushing. Now, what happens when they keep pushing and pushing and pushing is that the rocks underneath them get really, really super hot. That's called friction. Now, to give you an idea what that's like, you can take your hands and you can put them together and you can go like this. Now, when you do that, what you'll notice is that your hands are going to start to get hot and warm. Yeah. Now, we are not making anywhere near the amount of pressure that these plates make when they push up against each other really super hard. When they push up against each other this hard, they make it so hot, so much friction, that the rocks underneath actually start to melt. Yes, they become big balls of fire, big rivers of fire. And we call that fire lava. That's right. And that lava lives inside of some of these mountains that push together. And when they push all the way together like that, they end up turning into sometimes a volcano. Whoa. Like this super cool volcano here that we built last year in this classroom. Yeah. Look how cool that is. Now, we made this volcano out of a soda bottle, a 2-liter soda bottle, and paper mache. Now, with paper mache, it's kind of easy to use. It's not hard at all. All you need is 2 parts water to 1 part flour. That's how you make the glue. And you mix it up really, 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 really well to get all the clumps out of it, and it becomes sticky. And then you just take regular newspaper, like we have here, and you get it wet with the sticky glue you made, and you just wrap it around your structure. You can wrap it around your soda bottle, you can wrap it around, you can build a frame for your soda bottle and then wrap it around, and once it dries, you can paint it. Oh yeah, you can paint it black and brown and red or orange. You can paint any color you want to make it look more like a volcano. And that's what we have here, is this super cool looking volcano with a hole in the top. I'm gonna turn the screen on. With a hole in the top of the volcano. Now, a volcano on the inside looks kind of like this. Yeah, that's pretty cool. We have our mountain that formed when the plates pushed together, and inside we have all this lava that formed when all that friction made it super duper duper hot. It also kind of looks like this inside. Deep down in the earth is where all of the lava is. And it's super duper hot, and it wants to come out of the top of that volcano. Well, let's see, we'll draw a little picture. I'm going to use my brown marker, boop, to draw what I think a volcano kind of looks like. And we got a ground, and it kind of comes up like this, and it's got a little opening there, and it kind of comes down like that, and that kind of looks like a volcano, doesn't it? We can color it a little bit. We can add some black in there. And we definitely need some red for our lava pit, our magma pit down here. It's all lava. Now what happens is all that lava down there at the bottom, it keeps turning and churning and keeps getting hotter and I need you to stop that, please. Thank you. It gets hotter and hotter and hotter and hotter and hotter. And it gets so much pressure that it finally raises its way up. Oh no, it's getting more and more force. It does not want to be down there in the bottom of the earth anymore. And it gets to the top, and then eventually it that lava is just liquid rock. That's what it is. It's just like a rock that you would find on the street, only it's liquid because it's so hot. So it works its way down. And as it works its way down, it gets colder because it's not down here in the earth anymore. There's no pressure around it. And as it cools, it turns back into a rock, and it makes the volcano bigger and bigger every time it erupts. It also will go out this way, and if it's next to an ocean, it'll actually cool inside the ocean, and that rock will turn into more land. And it'll make it bigger and bigger, and it could make an island. Isn't that pretty cool? Yeah, that's really cool. So now that we know what a volcano looks like, and now that we know how a volcano works, and now that we know why there's volcanoes, let's get to the fun part and blow up our volcano. Sound like fun? I think it's going to be a lot of fun. Let me put you on pause just a minute so we can get everything set up. We'll be right back. And blow up our volcano. But before we do, we have to go over all the stuff that we need to make this happen. The first thing is we need a volcano. Now, if you haven't made one, like I said, they're not that hard. You get a soda bottle, you get yourself some paper mache, and you paper mache around it. You can also use Play-Doh or clay and build around it, or you can use just the soda bottle. However you want to do it. We're doing ours with a 2-liter soda bottle, but that doesn't mean you need to use a 2-liter soda bottle. You can make a small volcano by using a smaller soda bottle. That's fine too. That also works well. And then you don't have to use as much materials, but you will want to adjust your mixtures if you're using something smaller. Now, there are 2 ways that we're going to do this. One, we're going to use the soda itself and these guys right here. It's called Mentos. And some of your parents may know what happens when you stick Mentos into soda. But you guys may not know yet, but we're going to find out later. That's one way. That is a big, exploding way that makes a huge mess. It's my favorite way to do it. The other way to do it, if you want a cleaner way, which also looks really cool, then you're going to need dish soap, vinegar. Remember, we put our vinegar in a soy sauce container, baking soda, food coloring, and just regular water from the sink. Now, you're going to use some measuring cups, just like when you're making a recipe, like if you're making food. We're going to use a teaspoon, a half cup, and I'm using 2 1-cup measurings. Now, what we're going to want to do first is take 10 milliliters, which is about 2 tablespoons of dish soap, and we're going to put that inside of our soda bottle. Then, once the soda bottle is empty, of course, then we will take 100 milliliters of water, or cold water, which is 100 milliliters is about a half cup, a little bit less than a half cup. And you're going to put that water in your soda bottle with your soap. Then you're going to have 400 milliliters of vinegar. That is a little under 2 cups. So we're going to use 2 of these, a little less than 2 cups. And we're going to stick that inside of our empty soda bottle. And then we're going to put some food coloring in there. I like to use red because it looks more like lava. And we'll put that in there as well. And then you're going to take a regular cup like this. Oops. You're going to fill it with half a cup of water and half a cup of baking soda. Now that you leave in this cup. Then once you have your mixture in here, you just dump this cup into that bottle and watch what happens. Now we're not gonna do that yet because we wanna fire off these Mentos ones first and then see what it looks like with the lava. So we're gonna go outside, we will meet you out there, and we will see what happens. Hi guys, we are outside in our playground area because it's about to get really, really, really messy out here as we blow up this volcano. Now, I know we covered a lot of stuff today, but a couple things to always remember. We don't do any kind of science experiments without mom or dad's help, because sometimes this stuff can get into our eyes, so we always want to be really careful that we're not hurting ourselves or hurting anybody else. Here is our volcano. I have hollowed it out so that we can put our soda bottle, which is filled with soda, straight from the store, in there. And I'm going to try to get as many as these Mentos into this before it sprays all over me, which is not easy to do. So let's see how many I can get in there, and keep your eyes open because things are about to get really, really, really messy. Here we go. All right. Gotta have a quick hand. All right. Pretty cool, huh? Pretty cool eruption. Let's see if it will work with some more if we have to recharge our soda bottle. The thing with this is the more you get in, the higher it shoots. And I think that one's done. We're gonna pause for a minute, we're gonna reload it, we're gonna have somebody else give it a try. All right, we're about to start round 2 with Ezra. Let's see how many he can get in there. Our volcano is about to erupt. I'm nervous.
Ezra, go.
Ah! That one was really cool. All right, we're gonna take a break and we're gonna recharge this back up again and see what else we can do. We have Mia's gonna try and see how many she can get in there. Our volcano is about to erupt in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Whoa! That was a lot. How many did you get in there?
4.
All right, we've got one more left before we try our other volcano explosion. And I'm gonna see how many I can get in. We're gonna stop and recharge. We'll be right back. As many in as I can. Here we go.
Oh my God.
Come close. Look at it all run down. That's the way the lava would run down. Now, it's hard to tell because it's just brown Coke water, but we're going to go ahead and change this out and get ready for when we see one that's going to erupt and pour out lava. We'll be right back. All right, we're going to go ahead and set it up for a really cool looking volcano now. We're going to remember our ingredients. We're going to take 100 milliliters of water and we're going to dump it into our soda bottle. We're going to take 2 tablespoons of dish soap. And put that into our bottle. We're going to take 400 milliliters of vinegar. Whoa, that's a lot. I need a little bit more vinegar. I'm gonna pause for a minute and see if I did find some more vinegar. That's good. You can never have too much vinegar. All right, now we're going to add our food coloring. And we're gonna shake it up a little bit. We want our soap, our vinegar, our water, and our food coloring to mix up so it looks nice and lava-like. I was gonna say lavy-lee, but it's kind of hard to say. All right, we will go ahead and take our materials here that we're not using and get them out of the way. And inside this cup right here, well, first we're going to take our soda bottle with our mixture in there, our lava mixture in there, and we're going to put it back on our volcano. So now our lava, our hot molten lava, is stuck in the bottom of the earth, inside the mantle, inside the core, inside the crust area of the earth, and it wants to get out really, really bad. So we're going to take half a cup of water, and we're going to put another half a cup of baking soda in there. We're going to mix that into our water. And we want that to be as liquidy as we can. So we're going to mix until this is almost all liquid. We want it to just be nice and liquidy because we're going to have to dump this in to the volcano. Now, move this out of the way. Move our vinegar out of the way. We're going to get nice and close to it. Now you can get close to this one because it's not going to shoot out all over the place. So let's get the camera nice and close so we can see what happens. We get this all mixed up. You got a good angle?
Mm-hmm.
Yep, close. Let's see what happens when all that hot lava builds up so much pressure that it wants to get out. Here we go. Watch the lava come pouring out all over the volcano.
Look at that giant bubble.
The lava will travel out through the top of the volcano, make its way down the volcano, and as it does, it will cool and turn into rocks again, or it will get to water and cool, and it will make the volcano longer, like an island. And we have lots of islands here in the United States, Hawaii, that are formed by volcanoes. It is pretty neat. Well guys, I hope you liked our volcano display that we did today. I thought it was really fun. Like I said, there's so much stuff when it comes to the earth to learn about, and this is just a very, very, very small bit of it. Volcanoes, oceans, rocks, the crust, the core, the mantle, jungles, deserts. There's so much fun stuff to learn about learning about the earth. You guys should definitely try this at home. Try different things, just like all science experiments. If it doesn't work the way you want it to work, or it doesn't work the way you think it should work, Try something different. Try more vinegar and less baking soda. Try more baking soda and less vinegar. Try lots of baking soda and lots of vinegar. See if you can make it blow up really high. See if you can make it really small. Have fun with the paper mache. Build all sorts of fun stuff with it. Or just use a regular bottle. However you guys want to do it. There's no wrong way to do a science experiment. There's no wrong way to do science. It comes out the way it comes out, and we're always happy because it's always fun to do. I hope you guys liked it. I had a lot of fun doing it. Please write me a message on YouTube or on Bright Wheel if you want to get your name on the board, or if you just want to say hi, or you want me to mention you in class. I definitely will. Have a great day. Thanks for hanging out with us. Bye.